to disentangle ourself from our mind creation, the creation of our mind. It's a question. Our mind is like a sponge. As soon anything will fall on it, it will get absorbed. Any sound, any taste, anything that your five senses can catch, will get recorded, which is a beautiful thing. If today you try to touch something and you get hurt, it is very important that it get recorded in your mind. This is the use of the mind. Being mindless means dying. It's like being without our eyes, our ears, it's very difficult to live. We will be handicapped. So mind is beautiful. It's something incredible. Nothing wrong with mind. But if you only know mind, you have never tasted consciously, which is the only way to taste it, by the way, something beyond it, beyond the sense of yourself, definitely you are entangled with it. You're trapped. You are not experiencing the creation. You are experiencing your making. If today you got a promotion, if today you got a date with somebody you like, definitely you're happy. If tomorrow they fired you from job, if tomorrow your girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband leave you, then obviously you're not happy. If these two things happens together in the same day, you might get depressed, because you're trapped in the boundaries that you have drawn for you. How to disentangle? I always do the example with the body. If you are fat, how to lose weight? It is very funny for me that people go and try to find all the crazy ways and technologies and doctors and science to lose weight. Fundamentally, you don't eat, you lose weight. With the mind is the same. You don't get data anymore. At least your mind, it is not producing that much unpleasantness. The moment we notice how compulsive we are, and we don't only want to feed our body, we also want to feed our mind with gossip, with anything, with any play, any game, any kind of entertainment. Without those, we wouldn't feel pleasant. It is in a way giving us a kind of anesthesia. I just play a game, I can play all day. Nowadays, playing games became a profession. The direction is dangerous, because the moment we are not involved with life, we are involved with something which is artificial, the consequence of it is catastrophic. What is catastrophic means that you don't live your life. I'm not talking some which also are there, catastrophe in the world, mass suicide, which is already happening. Almost 1 million people, they die every year for suicide, and it's like a small nation. Every year, poof, gone. Another year, poof, gone. It is because you don't live. it doesn't matter if suicide or not suicide. It is, you might always live very unpleasant, but still die of natural causes. But still you don't live. So the way to stop this, your creation, first is willing. Willing comes from somehow within yourself tasting a little bit the immense joy and freedom if you overcome this. That's why many people, they can't do it, because they don't want to walk the distance, because they don't know at the end what's there. The moment they get to play which was there for 2 seconds, and they would feel blissed out, then they want to run there to take it. So you need to give yourself the possibility. You need to give yourself the awareness of walk the distance, of your liberation. The moment we stop feeding our mind, it seems very unpleasant, because somehow a part of us is dying. Together with this, all our nonsense. What is important to do? I told this already. Be alone. Do nothing. Be surrounded by things which means nothing to you, like not your house, not anything, not your job, not your data that you are collecting, feeding. If you could, the best thing is just stay with yourself. Stay with yourself. Don't interact with nothing else which is not anything that you can see. Don't try to add informations with talking to somebody else, reading anything, checking your investments. Be in a natural place. Be where you belong to. All the houses, all the technological things, they're produced for well-being, not for awareness. The best it is to go in a place where it's just about yourself, few things to survive, and just the beauty of life. A mountain, a hill, a forest, anything. And just be there. The moment you stay at the beginning, it might feel like hell, because it's the same when you are very fat. The desire for sugar is more than the desire for drugs. The desire of just eating something, putting something in your mouth, it is the same. You want to put something in your mind. At first, you start because you have nothing else. You don't have a phone, you don't have anybody. You just start to use your imagination. This is happening. And you start creating a movie in your mind just to escape, just to not open your eyes. You are just keeping your eyes closed and imagining things in your head. Once you realize that you can stay like that forever, but if you don't see something the way it is, you miss it, then it's very natural. It might take 1 week, it might take 1 month, it might take 1 year, This is depending upon you. This is natural to see. This is natural. Unfortunately, since this is very unpleasant for our minds, what your mind is telling you, no, but instead of this, let's join a group, let's travel with somebody to meet some wise man here or there, which definitely gurus are sacred. People that they walk this path, they are sacred, ready to bow down to them. But it is already within yourself. What's the use of lying to you? You can obviously have a holiday with your friend and go to some spiritual place that you think is a spiritual place, listen what people do, but nothing will happen to you. You might feel you are doing something with your life. You feel you are paying attention to something, but paying attention can only happen within yourself, not collecting things from outside. So this is the path, according to me, according to my experience. It is not about watching 1000 videos, and in any ways is not about collecting things from outside. The moment you are convinced you want to do it, you just do it. I really hope that you can convince soon, you can convince yourself soon, and that you can see that if you are willing to do something which you have never done, which is obviously painful, at the end of it, there is the beauty of life, and there is the sweetness of life. So this is fundamentally what lot of seekers want. I met many of them. Some of them, they want to go here and there and collecting some informations. They want to meet some people. Okay, you take informations. You want to cook something to eat. You take all the ingredients, but then you don't do anything. Definitely you don't eat. Definitely the taste of the food, it is not good. So information just by themselves, they are of no use. Well, they might give you an intellectual solace, an intellectual well-being. You feel like, oh, now I got it, why I was depressed. But it will never let you taste the joy of being here in this world. The only way is to walk. No one will take you. Very few people in the world will drag you, or they will put you in some situations forcefully so that you cannot miss it. You just have to open your eyes. Very, very few. Almost none nowadays. In the past, certain gurus, certain people that they did it. If a person was losing their mind, not in a good way, but completely having pain, obviously self-created pain, mental pain, they used to chain them like a dog. Somehow that very strong thing about being chained like a dog, or being closed up like a dog somewhere, you should open your eyes. Nowadays they don't do it anymore, so you have to do it for yourself. The only thing that people can do to you, it is just sharing their way. many people that I met, they are showing you a way that they have interest that you go that way. That's the danger of fundamentally putting your life in the hands of somebody else. You can do it yourself. Let ourselves don't be so unaware that we are not, with our awareness, willing to walk the path of what is true and what is not true. This is true. Everything else, if we want to put it in a certain way, it is not true. The only thing is true is this. So look at this. That's it. It is not about adding. It is about removing, and you are there. So